Yo, what is up, everybody? It's your boy, well, not me exactly, but you know who it is, AI Master, coming at you live from, well, not live actually, more like edited and curated to perfection, but that's not important. What is important is we're about to drop some serious knowledge about London, the big smoke. This city's got it all: history, culture, fish and chips, you name it. Whether you're planning your first trip across the pond or you're a seasoned London pro, this list of the top 10 places you gotta hit up is gonna blow your mind. We're talking iconic landmarks, hidden gems, the whole shebang. So buckle up, grab your Oyster card, and let's jump right into the action. First up, we're hitting up a place that's basically a time machine disguised as a museum, the British Museum. I'm talking centuries upon centuries of human history crammed under one roof. It's enough to make your head spin. You walk in and boom, you're face to face with ancient Egyptian mummies, Roman sculptures, the Rosetta Stone, the real deal, people. It's enough to make you feel like Indiana Jones minus the whip and the fedora. And the best part, it's absolutely free to enter. You heard that right, free. You can wander around for hours soaking up all that knowledge without spending a dime. Talk about a steal. But seriously, this place is a must-see for any visitor to London. It's a crash course in world history, and trust me, you'll be talking about it long after you leave. Alright, next up on our London adventure, we're stepping back in time, way back, to a place that's seen it all, the Tower of London. This iconic fortress has stood tall for nearly 1,000 years, witnessing the rise and fall of kings and queens, the ebb and flow of empires, and the countless stories that have unfolded within its ancient walls. This ain't your average castle, folks. This place has served as a royal palace, a prison, a treasury, even a zoo. Imagine the tower bustling with exotic animals, a menagerie that once included lions, elephants, and even a polar bear. The tower has been a silent witness to the evolution of British history, adapting and transforming with the times. Now, you can't talk about the Tower of London without mentioning the Beefeaters, those iconic guards in their fancy red uniforms. Officially known as the Yeoman Warders, these guardians have been protecting the tower for centuries. Their presence is a living link to the past, a reminder of the tower's enduring legacy. They're not just there for show, though. They know all the secrets, all the stories, all the juicy gossip from the tower's long and bloody history. These Beefeaters are also your guides, offering fascinating tours filled with tales of intrigue, betrayal, and heroism. They bring the tower's history to life, making it more than just a collection of old stones. And speaking of bloody history, this place has seen its fair share of drama. From the tragic fate of Anne Boleyn to the mysterious disappearance of the princes in the Tower of London has been the backdrop for some of the most dramatic and heartbreaking events in British history. Think executions, imprisonments, political intrigue, you name it, it's happened within these walls. The Tower has housed some of the most famous prisoners in history, including Sir Walter Raleigh and Guy Fawkes. Each cell, each stone, has a story to tell, a whisper of the past that echoes through the corridors. It's enough to give you chills. The atmosphere here is thick with history, and if you listen closely, you might just hear the echoes of the past. The tower's eerie ambiance is a testament to its storied past, a place where history and legend intertwine. But hey, don't let that scare you off. The Tower of London is also home to the crown jewels, some of the most valuable and impressive jewels in the world. These treasures are a dazzling display of wealth and power, a symbol of the monarchy's enduring legacy. We're talking diamonds, rubies, sapphires, the works. The crown jewels are not just beautiful, they are steeped in history and tradition. Each piece has a story, from the imperial state crown to the sovereign's scepter. These jewels have been worn by kings and queens for centuries, a glittering testament to the grandeur of the British monarchy. So whether you're a history buff, a lover of legends, or just someone who appreciates a good story, the Tower of London has something for everyone. It's a place where the past comes alive, where every stone has a story, and where the echoes of history are never far away. Alright guys, we're ditching the stuffy museums and royal palaces for a hot second to hit up a place that'll make your taste buds sing: Burrow Market. This ain't your average farmer's market, man. We're talking centuries of history, a vibrant community, and enough food stalls to make your head spin. I'm talking artisan cheeses, fresh baked bread, exotic spices, you name it, Burrow Market's got it. This place is a sensory overload in the best way possible. The sights, the smells, the sounds, it's like a party for your senses. And the best part? You can eat your way through the entire market. Start with some oysters and champagne, grab a gourmet burger for the main course, and finish it off with some decadent chocolate truffles. Trust me, Burrow Market is a must-do in London. It's the perfect place to soak up the local vibes, discover hidden culinary gems, and maybe even find a souvenir or two. Alright, enough with the food coma, we gotta keep moving, but don't worry, we're not hitting another museum just yet. It's time to escape the concrete jungle and get some fresh air in Hyde Park. This place is like the lungs of London, a massive green oasis right in the heart of the city. We're talking 350 acres of trees, lakes, meadows. It's basically the Central Park of London. You can spend hours just wandering around this place, getting lost in the tranquility of it all. Take a stroll along the Serpentine, rent a rowboat, or just chill out on a bench and watch the world go by. Hyde Park is the perfect antidote to the hustle and bustle of city life. It's a place to relax, recharge, and maybe even forget you're in a city of 9 million people for a hot minute. Alright, you guys ready to empty your wallets? Because we're hitting up Oxford Street, London's ultimate shopping destination. This is ground zero for retail therapy, a shopper's paradise with over 1.5 miles of shops, boutiques, and department stores. From high street fashion to luxury brands, you'll find it all on Oxford Street. We're talking Nike, Zara, H&M, all the usual suspects. But then you've got Selfridges, Liberty London, John Lewis. These department stores are on another level. They're like mini-cities dedicated to all things fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. Seriously, you could spend days exploring Oxford Street and still not see everything, but hey, that's half the fun, right? Alright guys, we're moving on to number 6 on our London hit list, and it's a big one, literally. Tower Bridge is not just a bridge, it's a symbol, an icon that represents the very essence of London. When you think of London, this is one of the first images that comes to mind, Tower Bridge. I mean, come on, you can't come to London and not get at least one selfie with this bad boy in the background. It's practically a rite of passage for any visitor. The bridge's majestic towers and the stunning backdrop of the River Thames make for the perfect photo op. It's like the Eiffel Tower of London, you know what I'm saying? Just as the Eiffel Tower is synonymous with Paris, Tower Bridge is synonymous with London. It's a landmark that has stood the test of time and continues to captivate millions of visitors every year. But here's the thing about Tower Bridge, it's not just a pretty face. Sure, it's stunning to look at, especially when it's illuminated at night or set against a fiery sunset, but there's so much more to it than meets the eye. This thing is a workhorse. It's a vital artery for the city, handling both pedestrian and vehicular traffic. Every day, thousands of people cross this bridge, whether they're commuting to work, exploring the city, or just taking in the sights. Built back in the late 1800s, it was a feat of engineering, connecting two sides of the city that were bursting at the seams. The construction of Tower Bridge was a monumental task that took 8 years to complete, involving hundreds of workers and tons of materials. And get this, those massive towers, they're not just for show. They house the machinery that makes the bridge's unique bascule mechanism work. They used to house steam engines that powered the whole raising and lowering mechanism. Talk about old school cool. These engines were state-of-the-art at the time and were a marvel of Victorian engineering. And yeah, speaking of raising and lowering, you gotta see this thing in action. The bridge opens to allow river traffic to pass through, and it's a sight to behold. Boats passing through, the bridge slowly opening up, it's like something out of a movie. The whole process is smooth and almost magical, a testament to the ingenuity of its design. It's a whole production, and the best part is it happens multiple times a day. You can catch this spectacle several times if you plan your visit right. So plan your visit right, check the schedule, and witness this engineering marvel doing its thing. The bridge's opening times are posted online and at the site, so you can make sure you don't miss it. Trust me, it's worth the wait. Seeing Tower Bridge in action is one of those experiences that will stay with you long after you've left London. It's these little moments, these little pieces of history coming to life that make exploring a city like London so damn incredible. From the ancient to the modern, London is a city that seamlessly blends its rich history with contemporary life, and Tower Bridge is a perfect example of this blend. So make sure you add it to your itinerary and take a moment to appreciate this iconic structure in all its glory. Okay, so you've done the museums, you've seen the landmarks, now it's time to tap into London's creative soul. London is a city that thrives on creativity, and there's no shortage of places where you can experience this firsthand. And there's no better place to do that than South Bank Centre. Nestled right on the banks of the River Thames, this iconic location is a beacon for art lovers and culture enthusiasts alike. This place is a sprawling complex of art, culture, and good vibes, offering a diverse range of activities and events that cater to all tastes and interests. Right on the banks of the River Thames, South Bank Centre is a hub of creativity. We're talking theaters, galleries, concert halls, and so much more. Whether you're into contemporary art, classical music, or avant-garde theater, you'll find something that piques your interest here. Even a skate park, South Bank Centre has it all. It's a place where traditional art forms meet modern expressions, creating a unique blend of old and new. It's like they took all the coolest parts of London and crammed them into one awesome location. From art installations to live performances, there's always something to catch your eye. And the best part, there's always something going on. No matter what time of year you visit, you'll find a packed schedule of events and activities. Seriously, you can catch a play, see an art exhibition, grab some street food, and listen to live music all in the span of a few hours. It's a one-stop shop for all things creative. And the street food vendors at South Bank Centre offer a variety of delicious options, from gourmet burgers to exotic dishes. It's a culinary adventure in itself. It's the kind of place where you can wander around for hours, just soaking up the atmosphere and discovering something new around every corner. The layout is designed to encourage exploration and curiosity, just soaking up the atmosphere and discovering something new around every corner. And speaking of atmosphere, the vibe here is something special. Let's talk about the vibe. South Bank Centre is buzzing with energy, a place where creativity and inspiration are in the air. South Bank Centre is buzzing with energy, a real melting pot of locals and tourists, artists and performers, all coming together to celebrate the arts. A real melting pot of locals and tourists, artists and performers, all drawn together by a shared love for creativity and good times. It's a place where you can meet people from all walks of life, each with their own unique story to tell, all drawn together by a shared love for creativity and good times. Whether you're watching a street performer, attending a workshop, or simply enjoying the view, South Bank Centre offers an experience like no other. It's a testament to London's vibrant cultural scene and a must-visit for anyone looking to immerse themselves in the city's creative spirit. Alright, let's switch gears a bit and talk about something close to my heart, storytelling. And there's no better place to experience the power of storytelling than in London's legendary West End. This is Theatre Central, people, the Broadway of London, and believe me, it lives up to the hype. We're talking world-class productions, from classic musicals like Les Miserables and Phantom of the Opera, to cutting-edge plays and everything in between. The talent here is insane, the sets are mind-blowing, and the energy is electric. Seriously, there's nothing quite like settling into your seat, the lights dimming, and feeling the anticipation build as the curtain rises. It's like stepping into another world, a world of music, drama, and pure entertainment. And the best part? There's a show for everyone. Whether you're into musicals, comedies, dramas, or something a little more experimental, you'll find something to blow your mind in the West End. Alright guys, we're talking Buckingham Palace, you know, the place where the Queen hangs out. It's iconic. You see it in movies, you see it on postcards, you even see it on those little snow globes your grandma collects. And for good reason, this place is massive. I mean, seriously, it's like a small city with over 700 rooms. Can you imagine trying to find your way around this place? I'd probably get lost in the first 5 minutes, but listen, even if you don't get to go inside, just being outside those gates is an experience in itself. The crowds, the energy, the sheer history of it all. It's enough to make you want to wear a funny hat and wave a tiny flag. Speaking of history, this place has seen it all. Wars, celebrations, scandals, you name it. It's like the ultimate time capsule of British monarchy. From the grandeur of Buckingham Palace, we're jumping into the heart of London's alternative scene, Camden Market. Now, forget everything you know about your typical tourist traps. Camden Market is a different beast altogether. It's a labyrinth of stalls, shops, and food vendors, all crammed into a maze of streets and alleyways. You'll find everything here, from vintage clothing and handmade jewelry to bizarre antiques and street food from every corner of the globe. And the people watching, forget about it. This place is a melting pot of cultures, styles, and personalities. You'll see punks rubbing shoulders with hipsters, tourists haggling with vendors, and everyone just soaking up the electric atmosphere. It's loud, it's chaotic, it's a sensory overload in the best possible way. And honestly, that's what makes Camden Market so damn special. So there you have it, my top 10 must-visit places in London. From the historical landmarks to the hidden gems, this city has something for everyone. And honestly, I've barely scratched the surface. London is a city that begs to be explored, to be discovered, to be experienced. So, what are you waiting for? Book that flight, pack your bags, and get ready for an adventure. And hey, while you're at it, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more travel vlogs, and let me know in the comments which of these places you're most excited to visit. Until next time, peace out.